Hey, Cameron.
Yeah.
Would you like a nice pair of black gloves on your pillow tonight?
No, thank you.
Oh my god, that was so creepy.
Oh my goodness, it was,
And
yeah.
they bookended that episode with two creepy bits in Vera's house.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
brick, the gloves, that's amazing.
Oh man, it was like, yeah, I was watching through my fingers because I was waiting for something horrible out of those blinds.
Yeah.
Wentworth Series 6, Episode 8.
Yes.
They said it might be the one to watch.
Yeah, and it is.
It is the one to watch. For those of you who have discerning ears, we are broadcasting from Vanuatu.
Oh, yes.
We're not in Australia at the moment, we are in Vanuatu, but that doesn't mean that we don't still go to great lengths to find episodes of Wentworth minutes after they are aired. Is that correct?
Exactly, especially when it's episode 8 and everyone's built it up to us.
Yes. So, what did we make of this episode? So much going on. So much going on.
Yeah, especially after the episode 7 was so jam-packed with the same sort of thing with Sonia.
To me, I almost don't want to talk about anything else other than the freak.
I know.
Is it the freak, though? Is it Jake?
Wentworth does this. They lead you one way and it's another, but it's not Jake because, although it wasn't Jake that threw the brick, but maybe he's collaborating with the
Well,
freak.
exactly. Well, he could be collaborating with anyone, though.
Yeah,
is
true.
The thing. Like, if you don't want someone to know that it's you're not going to go and do it yourself, is it?
That's right, and also there's a lot of people that have grievances with Vera, like the lady she fired, pretending that she let B out.
But it's
Nurse
got to be
Bradley.
someone who knows her secret about the bed, though.
Yes.
And as far as we know, there are only two people who know that. That's Jake and Joan.
But do they have to know about the bed, really?
Well, because they deliberately left. They're attacking her bedroom. This is the whole psychological warfare that this sick, twisted individual... I have to say, though, my biggest clue that it is Joan. The freak is back. She's always misused communication devices. She really enjoys it. It's one of her favourite things to do. She gets quite a grin on her face as she rings and then hangs up.
Yes, she would.
I was fully waiting in that episode for her to say, "Is Mr. Wall there?
Yeah,
Mrs. Wall?
I
Any of the walls?
yeah,
Well, what's holding your roof up, Vera?"
yeah. I thought she was gonna say like, did he bury me deep enough or something, and then hang up. That would have been amazing.
How deep is your love, Vera?
As deep as the hole I was buried in.
There ain't no mountain high enough.
Can you recommend a good moisturizer?
Wow. Someone's got to go back to that grave.
Yes, I reckon that's next episode, because you were saying it ages ago. You were saying they're going to go there and she's not going to be there.
Well, they're going to find the charred remains. She had the lighter.
She had the lighter.
I don't know how many times I have to say this. She was buried alive with a lighter. That's all you need to escape.
But do remember that the person that she fired pretending that she let B into no man's land, she knew a lot about the freak. She knew a lot about the freak because she was close to her and she was sort of manipulating Vera with her.
Yeah, you're right. That woman who's now a security guard at the shopping centre.
Yes, so it's a possibility that it's her. Although, but the black gloves.
I was about to say, how would she know about the black gloves?
I don't know.
No, it's definitely the freak. And of course, we have to consider that the freak may have opened a dry cleaning store in downtown Melbourne because somehow she got the crown and the pips.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Of Vera's shoulder pads.
Well, that's actually a good point though, because like she sent it to the dry cleaners that came back without the pips.
I know, but it makes sense. Joan has to go underground. What better way to drive yourself underground and mix into the general community than by opening a dry cleaning store?
Or maybe working in one. Maybe she's working at someone else's dry
I think that's
cleaning.
what's happening. Somehow she's managed to get her hands on those pips. And as you said last time, what did she say to Vera when she was in that funny cell?
I'm coming for that little crown on your shoulder.
That's right.
Shiny crown, I think.
This is a very exciting day.
Yeah.
Here in Vanuatu, and the freak has returned.
Yes, exactly.
And we're nowhere near Australia, so we can be safe.
Yeah, well, because and I was really expecting like her to leave something, and I thought maybe she'd leave the crown, like because I'm the one who took it, and I know that I like the crown and all
It
that.
had to be the gloves. The
Yes.
crown would have been good too, but it had to be the gloves.
Well, what is Vera going to do? Like Will and Jake are coming to a rescue at the moment, but what was she going
have
to
all
do?
three of them in the one spot. Lots of other stuff happened in this episode. We find out that Ruby is actually the one-punch killer of Mari Winter's son.
Yeah, that was a very shocking revelation.
I find this whole show very sexist. It's very empowering of women.
Yeah.
But, of course, nobody thought for a second, even Mari Winter, a highly intelligent, highly manipulative, insightful woman, is looking at photos of the last night of her son's life, and right under her nose she's got a boxing champion.
Yep.
And because the woman is a woman, she doesn't assume, oh, hang on, maybe you're the one who punched him.
Yeah, exactly.
With one punch. Give me a break.
She's
a boxer. She's right there.
Yeah. She just thought that she might know something, but it was very lucky that Rita came and said she can't remember anything. She's just got brain damage. But then it was quite a shock when she unravelled everything to Rita.
This has become much more dangerous for Rita, more than Ruby, actually. Because she's the protector. She's also a detective on the inside.
Yes.
She's also trying to entrap Mari Winter. This is very entangled now.
It's very entangled. She has to protect her sister, protect what she's actually doing, and at the same time be a detective and figure stuff out about Mari.
Now, Liz, our favourite character, probably.
Yeah.
Poor old Liz. I said a few podcasts ago that I think most of what's going on in her brain can be attributed to trauma, not to dementia.
Yeah.
And then I criticised the testing they did. All they did was put her through that one ridiculous test that half of Australia failed, and around the globe, maybe the Americans, if you're listening, maybe you're a little bit smarter, but everyone here in Australia, no one could pass that psychological test, count backwards.
Yeah.
And then, what was it? Pie, lawnmower,
horse and a lawnmower and a bowling ball,
squidgy, something like that. I can't quite remember, but everyone failed that. But now that the trauma has been removed, in theory, if I'm right, if this was a trauma effect rather than a dementia, because there was no scientific testing that we've seen.
Not that we saw, no.
If it was a trauma effect, the trauma is now dead. It fell off the roof.
True.
And so she should recover.
But does it work like that though? Because it's still there. I mean, the person that sustained that trauma is not there.
Trauma is a fascinating thing. You should all go and read about it. It manifests in very, very different ways depending on the person. There is no definite way that it manifests.
Yeah.
But you remove the trauma, and with the right therapeutic network around you, healing can begin.
Yeah.
You will always have your scars. Always.
You said that it might have been just lucidity, like at that moment where she said, "Sonia's dead. You're fat."
Absolutely. So that moment at the end where she seemed really lucid could easily also fit dementia.
What you're saying, but it could
Because
also be
people with dementia do have moments like that.
Yeah, but like you just said though, maybe that's the healing process starting.
It could be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it could be either or. So everyone might be hugging Liz in a few weeks' time, going, "Oh, you're all better," or "It must have been trauma," and thank God Sonia's dead. So sitting here in Vanuatu, we should also mention that Kaz. She's now riding a wave. We've always said she's the worst top dog, like in terms of hypocrisy and ineffectiveness.
Absolutely, yeah.
And all of that. But now she's riding a wave because she managed to take the credit for Sonia's death.
Exactly. And also her decision with the Fight Club was very clever because she's going to take the money and do something humanitarian whilst also letting the women take out their aggravation in something that's a bit more controlled.
But if this is all a game of chess, and it always is in prison, or in particular in the Wentworth prison, Mari Winter has manoeuvred her pieces into exactly the right places.
Yeah,
we're going to see a lot more from her in the next 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And because that alliance between Will and Kaz, and romance, frankly, it was never a physical romance, but they had romance. They had tender, compassionate feelings for each other.
Definitely. And
that's
healing
ended.
feelings because they're together. And like when he goes to her, he feels better for some reason.
Mari Winter, you mean?
Yeah, Will Jackson.
Yeah, I'm saying that, but with Kaz, though, that relationship has ended.
Oh, yeah.
And now with Mari, it's started. Mari left a clue when she said, "Some people say that you are in alliance with Kaz." Remember she said that? Some people say that Kaz lags to you.
Yes, that was very clever.
Imagine if she can prove to the prison population that their top dog is a lagger.
And then she might become top dog or something.
Yeah, but just imagine what will happen to Kaz.
Oh, Kaz will be doomed.
She'll be torn limb from limb.
But, she's had a long run. I think they're getting ready to get rid of her.
Possibly my favourite bit of the episode.
Yeah.
Biscuits.
Yes. Poor
Very
Reese.
cruel, very cruel.
Very mean.
Very mean. That's something I do to you a little bit, isn't it?
Yes, pretty much. What?
Where are they? You don't even have dementia.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just you.
I'm just me. The one thing that's sad about this episode, though, is that, like, Sonia died the last episode, and now the freak's coming back. And in the last season, they were making an allyship together. They were going to be best friends and best teammates, and now that will never happen. She'll come out and go, "Where's Sonia?"
No, well, I'm sure the freak has had her own little ceremony outside the prison because she's keeping abreast of all the events within the prison.
I reckon she's watching.
She can't quite move on. She's there with her laundromat day after day, and she's not satisfied. But you're right, you should be very upset about Sonia. There's probably a little plaque to Sonia in the laundromat in downtown Melbourne.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little photo of her and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's our review of episode 8. Stay tuned. We're really excited about episode 9. Just quickly, Cameron, how many episodes are there in this season?
12. There's always 12.
There's always 12, but I'm sure I read that there's only 10 in this season for some reason.
Are you joking?
No, we're going to have to find that out. Maybe somebody can leave a comment and let us know. Can you hear that helicopter coming across, flying the tourists across the island? Oh my God, interrupting our podcast.
Oh my God, there's a pair of black gloves.